Joseph Sedilko, and I'm a 2T1 vehicle operator / dispatcher. Joined the Air Force 2002 and went through basic training just like all of us. I remember the first night there, everything was crazy, and the guy right next to me, we just kind of looked at each other because we were like, man, did we really make the right decision when we did this? And his name was Jason Klinkenberg, and we made it through basic training. It was 6 weeks at that time, and we didn't get recycled. And we went to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri together. Somehow we got the same job and they sent us to the same tech school. And I guess the first time you know you got a good friend is I was playing flag football and I ended up tearing my ACL. And I couldn't really get around too good, and I got my surgery. And Jason ended up bringing me my breakfast, lunch, and dinner to the 3rd floor of the dorms. He was like, man, we're brothers. He was like, that's just what we'll do. He was like, I know you'll do it for me. So we were pretty close after that, but about a year came up, and for the first time in our career, we went our separate ways. He got orders to do Iraq, to run convoys, to do gun trucks actually, and I had my orders to Korea. We split up and we lost contact for a little while, and I get my follow-on after Korea, and I get a link from my friend Johnson. He's like, hey man, he was like, you heard what happened to Klink? And I was like, no, what happened? And he was like, well, just read this. He didn't really want to tell me about it. He was like, just read the link. So I go in and I read the story about Jason. He was running gun trucks and his truck came under attack. His truck got hit by an IED and his driver ended up dying. And it goes on to talk about how he got addicted to pain prescription medication, and stuff looked like it was spiraling out of control for the guy. And physically and mentally, he came back different than what he went. He ended up meeting a girl and things got pretty good, and they ended up getting a fight on the strip one night, and they do what you're supposed to do. Things don't work out, you call it a night. She went back because she forgot something, and Jason didn't let her leave a second time. So he ended up taking his life and he took her life. He's not the person the way he went out. So it's frustrating. That's not Jason at all. He's not like that. He would go out of his way to help me, and he only knew me for a couple months. I don't understand what snapped inside of him to do what he did, but that was a good friend, a loyal friend. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't for Green Dot because I was like, I don't need a training to tell me how to be a bystander. I'm not gonna do Green Dot. And now here we are. I think we've got a lot of briefings under our belt. We've briefed over half the base. We've briefed Colonel Benson. We've briefed a lot of people in a lot of big places. I know I knew what I knew with Green Dot, I think I could have helped him out. If other people knew, they could have seen warning signs. And if it makes a difference, even if it's only 1 or 2 life saves, in my book, that's a win, and I'll take it every time. That's why I'm here. I'm Sergeant Joseph Sedilko, and I want to know what you can do to make a difference.